come in, though.
Super doxed.
Got in yesterday.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Stacker News Live. My name is Car and Keyan.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I was good until you started talking about the Trump stuff right before the show.
You don't like talking about the assassination attempt?
Let's just go into it. I
right
like,
now? We have a story about it.
We'll get into the story. I like staying in my lane, bro. Like, I'm one of those people that I like the things that I like, and I like staying in there. And like when I talk about it, I feel comfortable enough knowing that what I know is true based on the information that I have in this big old giant enormous head of mine. And I feel comfortable talking about it. So I never feel bad for like saying something that I fully believe, if that makes any sense. I might change my mind later, but I don't feel bad about it.
Yeah,
I stay in my lane.
But you can talk about things without having to say your beliefs about them.
Well, with me, when I was younger, yes, for sure. But as I get older, I realize you can probably do more damage if you say things that you don't really know to be true or not. You can have an opinion because everybody has opinions, but I don't like. We can't just go live here to all the people here and say like.
But I'm not talking about opinion. I'm just talking about things that are like consensus facts, like, and then describing things that are still speculative, but not saying how my opinion anything.
It's like a tightrope. It's like you're kind of. Once you start bringing in like all these other things and you just, it's live, it's on camera, it's recorded, it could be a deposition one day.
I mean,
it could be all that kind of stuff.
No one cares. Like, all
right.
I just think we'll talk about it. But I think, I don't really have any real opinions about it, but I think the whole thing is interesting, and I'm trying to pay a lot of attention to it. That's mostly what
I think if you treat it more like the UFO stuff, I think it'll be fine. I think it's just the way you say it. I just don't like talking about kind of stuff like that. I mean, I don't mind talking about it at the lab because we're just joking around, But like if it's like out there in the world, I don't want to. I just like my lane,
So if you only say things that you know to be true, does that mean you're never wrong?
I don't know. Stackers have to see if that's true or not. I think I have been wrong. I'm often more wrong than right.
So you break.
But usually when I'm right, I'm like right. It's like one of those.
So you think
it's like right.
Okay.
Anyways,
well,
if you've never seen this crazy show, we talk about politics, or Coop talks about politics.
We're supposed to talk about
stays in his lane. But it's we cover the top 5 stories.
Car does not stay in his lane. That's what's so funny about him saying he only stays in his. He is like the swerviest driver.
I go in and out of lanes like a motorcycle.
Some stuff he does. He won't get in certain lanes. That's certainly true.
I'm not gonna apologize for believing what I
No, you should be who you are.
Be a man.
Yeah, be a man. Don't cry. Be a man.
Die on your hill.
Yeah, die. Don't cry. That's man.
I think it's just being a man, Anyways, never seen the show. It's called Stacker News Live. It's getting popular. I mean, we sent out the RSVP list. It's getting a lot of people are going to show up because they want to see your yellow hat.
I'll have some yellow hats with me if someone would like a yellow hat.
We'll talk about the live show that's coming
I'll
up
have black
next
ones
week.
Too.
And but yeah, check it out if you've never been to Stacker News, Stacker.news. Front page of Bitcoin and zap away. Let's jump into the top 5 stories of the week. The first top story is El-Tor, high bandwidth Tor network release. This is from 43 comments, 14,000 sats that all went to the El-Tor dev.
For people listening,
Keyan, what's this?
Car raised his hand to indicate that it was him who posted this.
What's this?
This is
never heard of it.
Yeah, Car has heard of this because someone someone has been working on this, and basically it's a Lightning paid Tor network is what it is. The Car didn't make this themselves, but
I take no credit for this whatsoever. Please don't indict me.
The dev comes into the comments here, but anyway, what all these relays as part of their announcement that they're a Tor relay. I think they provide a Bolt 12, and that's like the modification that this dev has made to the software. And then the client, when they want to construct a Tor circuit, what they do is they look at that directory, they get their bolt 12s, and they pay all those bolt 12s on the circuit they want to form, and that gives them access to that circuit for 10 minutes. And
so the people that are listening at home, they're just like the plebs that don't know how Tor works. It's basically the onion router. You have the server. What would you call? I guess the client. I guess, right? And then it encrypts. It's a protocol, isn't it? It encrypts,
it is a protocol.
wraps
Overlay
the
network.
data going through. It does it by 3 hops, I believe. Is it 3 hops?
I don't.
And then
think it's necessarily 3.
And then the exit relay is the one that unpacks the data, sees the data that you're sending to the server, and then back forth the other way, wraps it 3 hops the other way, right?
Well, why it's called an onion is it's encrypted in layers. So you have each hop unwraps a layer and passes it on to the next hop, and they unwrap a layer, and they unwrap a layer, and they unwrap a layer. And then eventually the unencrypted version hits. I mean, it's still encrypted, but not the like route is not encrypted, is my understanding. And then it hits the destination.
So can you talk about the circuit build flow? Because it looks like, where does he put the pre-image first? Does he put the pre-image, or she? Does he or she put the pre-image here on the first hop? Is that how it works?
No, they put a pre-image in every layer of the onion to prove that they paid each relay. So each relay only sees one layer of the onion, and within the layer that they see a pre-image that they've been paid, and that informs them that they've been paid, and they can route it, and they've been compensated to forward the packet, the rest of the onion, and they send it on to the next hop, and they do the same thing. They unwrap it, they look at their pre-image, they verify they've been paid, and they pass it on.
So I have a question for you. Why do you think no one's ever done this before? So we're just working on so many other things, you think?
Well, because there are like maybe tens of people who are working on Lightning applications, and then they're just, the community is very small. Like the people who are actually concerned about privacy and are also interested in Bitcoin and are also have time to develop things and aren't paid by an exchange or something, haven't been sidetracked into doing NFTs. It's a very small group of people. And that's what I think it is. I mean, I suspect this person who developed it had some free time and they did it.
So he or she also got their video taken down by YouTube almost immediately. It was like within 3 days.
They got it taken down?
Yeah. So that's what I think is super fascinating is somebody saw this. It got announced on Friday locally, and then by Tuesday it was down. Right? Tuesday or Wednesday it was down.
Do we know the reason? Did they report on their socials?
I mean, dude, come on, man. Seriously.
Well, I only talk about things I know, so I stay in my lane and I don't know what happened. But I suspect if you look at the video, the original video, it probably said something about governments.
Yeah, and that's probably where they knocked it off.
Having anal intercourse with governments.
I don't think it has gotten taken down. I haven't checked this link, but it's been up. Let's see if
so this is like a sanitized version.
Okay, so maybe that's what it was. So this one hasn't gotten taken down, but if it gets taken down after we show this, then we know, hey, there's something more behind it. But it probably is just the algo. Maybe I took it down. Still. It's like what's right before it gets to sus. It's not completely sus. It's like what do you call that? It's like a hmm. It's like a hmm. It's not like I'm not gonna say sus. It's more like hmm.
You think it was maybe like AI filter?
It was like it was definitely like an algo.
Algo. Well, I mean, I think they are. I think it's reasonable to assume these platforms do filter out
Yeah.
Oh, I love that movie. Yeah. Filter out.
But there's tons of
things,
Tor videos on YouTube that show you how to browse the dark web. Like, you use Tails, you know, put it on a thumb. Like, there's all sorts of videos that show you how to do that. I mean, so it's not like this information is like super hard to find, right? But I think the technology part of it, it's very new and innovative. So it's probably more on.
They're afraid of that.
Maybe. I mean, that would be the only thing I could say. Like, maybe it's just the idea has escaped. I mean, it's already escaped. It's at velocity.
It's escaped the lab.
It's
a lab. You know, like COVID.
I mean, I heard it was made at the Commons.
Oh, really?
I mean, that's what I heard.
Is this Parker Lewis's project?
Just kidding. I mean, all I'm saying is, like, it's escape velocity. The idea is out there, so it doesn't matter anymore. It did what it was supposed to do, and somebody else will pick it up. So even if it doesn't go anywhere, it's still. Do you never see V for Vendetta?
I've seen it.
Oh,
I
okay.
saw it once, but it's become too much of a thing among.
Well, it became a
people.
thing because there's actually truth in that. There's like, these institutions stand for something. You know, that's why they blow up everything at the end. There's also like ideas are bulletproof, which they are. Anyways,
Yeah. Well, they don't have a body or a physical form, so yeah, everything that doesn't have a physical form is
if you're interested, it's on Bitbucket. There's the link right there. Check out the thread. The El-Tor dev jumps in there.
Great ideas do have a physical form. They're replicated.
Well, they're definitely replicated throughout history, and then it's just on somebody to bring it to life.
Yeah,
I think just for the record, you know, this is just where I'm going to toot my horn for a little bit. For the record, we had to go 129 episodes before Car got a top story.
Wow, you've never got a top story before?
It has always been Coob in the top 5. Just saying.
Wow, dude.
Run the numbers, Wumble.
I never ran.
Wumble's watching this right now. Wumble. Fact check that.
Wow. I never ran the numbers. I didn't know that. I thought
Wumble's running the numbers.
I thought you would have got one early on at least.
Nope. It's always been...
I mean, we are more technical.
And this technically wasn't even mine either, so I was just sharing it.
Yeah. Sounds like you need to do some self-reflection. Or we do.
Yeah. I need to start writing like Siggy is what I need to do. All right, next top story is what would change your conviction in Bitcoin? This is from EK, Bitcoin Territory, 55 comments, 2,398 sats. What is this?
Yeah, this is EK asking us if...
this is good for Bitcoin?
I think he's talking about this. He's talking about how silly the idea that Bitcoin is like... I think that's what he's talking about. It's that Bitcoin is a definite success, that there's no likelihood of it not succeeding, like the silliness of that. And that's what that meme is. It's like there's an asteroid hitting the earth and everyone dies. Is that good for Bitcoin? It's kind of like asking Bitcoiners to self-reflect a little bit. But yeah, I thought it was a great question. What would cause people to doubt their faith in Bitcoin?
Look at this one. So this was
Pilar, a great one. Yeah.
This one's from Pilar. He said a highly centralized ownership situation that leads to forks that rot Bitcoin from the inside. Oh man, it's pretty long, Stackers. I don't want to read it all, but imagine this. He says large custodians, corporations, other institutions, Western Bloc hold 10% of the supply. USG promotes a fork. Let's call it GovCoin. 1984. Nightmare. Whenever the fork happens, people hit GovCoin, Bitcoin to successful push GovCoin simultaneously. Sounds like the Mandibles.
Oh, I haven't read that one yet.
So, there you go.
Yeah,
that's from Pilar.
Yeah, it's basically saying we have a centralized fork, and the centralized fork, there's nothing guaranteeing the centralized fork doesn't win. And if there is a centralized fork that wins, they're out. They might, yeah.
What was I going to say? I got undisciplined. It says my original hang-up was the possibility of some new Bitcoin Plus that was basically identical to Bitcoin except for having one clear advantage. Okay. Yoda says almost all money is already digital anyway. I agree. Base Hodler, I still haven't read Micah Warren's book on Bitcoin's game theory, which I
bought
understand.
this book.
Oh, you did? Is it any good?
I haven't read it, but I bought it. So when I'm ready.
So has Space Solar. He hasn't read it either, which I understand he found problematic and sold his stack as a result. Whoa. High praise from the High Council.
Yeah, University of Oregon.
Who's Micah Warren?
Mathematics professor.
Is that Senator Warren's daughter or husband? Or son?
No, lots of people have the last name Warren.
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, there you go. That's him.
Who's that guy? He's from Oregon?
He's a mathematician.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but
he got scared and sold his Bitcoin.
Yeah, it talks a lot about game theory in the book. I'm particularly interested in the chapter on institutional interest in Bitcoin and what that does to the game theory. He's basically using math to make predictions about Bitcoin, and apparently he ran into something where he got scared.
Damn, now I want to read it.
Well, I have a copy of it.
Yeah, read it.
Do you want me to? Wait, he just ordered me to read it. I thought you said you wanted to read it.
Cube notes. Cube notes.
You want the Cube notes? Also, yes, it's a series I'm going to start in books and articles territory.
It's all Cube yellow notes. Too. It's just as good.
My highlights in yellow.
Your highlights in yellow. Oh man, that's so funny. We just made a new product. There you go. FM says, I guess if Satoshi Nakamoto was really central intelligence. Okay, we got one of those again. Cool. There you go. You solved it. That's what people's change. It sounds like it's all that stuff's already kind of happening. So it's kind of funny if you think about it. Like, what would change your create? And it's like it's already happening.
I mean, there are trend lines that show that some of those things could be true. I think the motivation behind Bitcoin, at least, that there should be a money that's free from state. And I think there were some innovations that are lasting, but I think we can't exactly access what the future ramifications of the game theory and how it plays out exactly. But I think some of the foundations will persist, and I think the motivation to have a separation of state and money will continue to exist, whether that's called Bitcoin or not. I don't know.
I definitely think there's people focused on just making sure we just swap rails. Like, do you know what I mean?
Oh, we move on to something digital?
There definitely feels like that sometimes. These are feelings, not reality. So,
yeah, I think that's
probably just payment rail swaps. That all we're doing here.
CBDC stuff.
We're just running around in circles.
Well, digital stuff is easier to plug into a digital system that allows you to do all kinds of analysis.
It's easier for the machines to take over at some point, so it makes sense. I think that's the only thing that would get me to change my conviction is if it came down to a machine. Do you know what I mean? Like where like the machines were controlling us and they were winning because they had all the Bitcoin.
Oh,
that kind of like a
Michael Saylor, but a robot.
Did you ever read or not read? Did you ever listen to your Shimmy? What is it? It's Flaming
Shimmy Song.
No, it's a Flaming Lips. It's a Flaming Lips album. It's called Yoshimi Battles the Giant Robots or something. I forget. Anyways, long story short, yeah, I think if we had to go up against like machines or something, and I don't know, that would be the only thing that would maybe change my conviction.
I'm going to win against the machine. I don't know about you.
I think if we can go bionic first, like we could swap this out, like
you just need a really,
like Super was saying, like put like a
you
Metroid
need a robot
gun
for him.
I think we could win that way, like exoskeleton.
Oh yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it depends on the way you think about Bitcoin. If you mean Bitcoin, the number go up thing that you can trade on exchanges, what would change your faith in that?
So they did. Okay, hang on a second. What are the main criticisms Michael Warren has about Bitcoin? Michael Warren.
This is an AI answer from perplexity.ai.
Perfect, thank you. So hash rate volatility. Warren argues that Bitcoin's hash rate could become highly volatile in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Miner attacks. He analyzes potential attacks miners could carry out, such as selfish mining, censoring transactions, and then centralization risk. Warren suggests there's potential for centralization cartel of miners. cryptographic security, while unlikely warrants suggest a risk of cryptographic breakthroughs that could under. So these are all stuff that we already know, though, dude. Incentive misalignment. As the block subsidy decreases, Warren argues miners' incentives may become misaligned.
But game theorists, like economists, they tend to like reduce the number of variables that they're considering down to something that they can handle quite a bit. And so their conclusions, if they extrapolate too far, won't touch reality very well. But it's usually like quite predictive. But I think, you know, I think there are more factors at play than strictly the game theory, which assumes that people are self-interested and largely like know what's in their self-interest. You could map onto analyses like these Austrian type thinking, where it's like, you know, it's like. Humans are so complex, we're not going to be able to model them, especially large numbers of them. But I think you can still probably, you know, I think, you know, a lot of what in Bitcoin's design is a lot of consideration of game theory, because you can determine direction of behavior pretty well from game theory. Anyway.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to read this book anymore.
Oh, yeah. It's a very mathy book. There's lots of math.
Well, it's not because of that. It just seems like a lot of this stuff's already been talked about for
I don't think it
like
has.
a decade already at this point.
I don't think it has.
There's so many talks about this. Like in 2017, 2018, I feel like right around the block size wars, I feel like all they talked about was this kind of stuff like this.
Not to the downside. And I don't think actually
on the defendant side, like more defending it, not so much like trying to say, oh, it's going to happen.
Yeah, there are people who are more people defending it than people who are saying there are problems. That's, you know, there are more people who stand to benefit from Bitcoin's. There are the people who are knowledgeable of Bitcoin.
So you're saying that he's just acknowledging that there's problems still, even though people have defended these same issues with it.
Yeah, I don't think the defense. I don't think Bitcoin is fully defended ideologically from the future context Bitcoin will exist in.
Well, there you go, dude. You should invite him for an AMA.
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I haven't read his book, so I don't know.
Somebody make it happen. The next top story is breaking. Former President Donald Trump shot at rally. So this is what we were talking about earlier. I don't know if they'll let us play it because Elon has blocked this stuff. So as you can see it there, it looks like somebody took a shot at him on Saturday, and it hit his ear. Then he went to the ground, and Secret Service came, and I think somebody behind him actually got seriously. Well, no, I think they passed away. I think they died.
I think it was in front of him, actually. The bullet was coming from his right side, and it hit his right ear. But my understanding is the firefighter that was shot in the head and died was on his right side. And like it was like a stray bullet.
And Trump proceeds to get back up and screams, "Fight, fight, fight," with his fists in the air. That was on. That was also on Saturday. This all happened. Yeah, where were you at when the shot heard around the world happened?
Has this been heard around the world? It was. I was at home. I was.
Oh well.
Or was I? Yeah, I was at home. It was Saturday night.
I was at church. So I was at church, like right, you know.
Yeah.
And then I like, because I usually turn off my phone, and I turned on my phone and like had all these DMs, and I was like, wait, what happened? And then I went over here and looked, and then I was like, oh wow. Just kind of shows you, like, you know, stuff changes. Stuff changes really quickly when you're, you know, when you're not really looking at social media.
Yeah, when you're off grid. Yeah. I don't know. I've been following this a lot. I'm very.
Yeah, you want to talk about it? Let's.
I don't have anything much to talk about, but I think this stands. I think we've seen you should be. If you have a balanced enough mind, you should be, or if you don't have a balanced enough mind, you should be concerned about falling prey to a false idea about what happened, and that's basically what that.
Wait, do you think you don't think he really got shot? Is that what you're saying?
I don't believe, as I said before, I don't I know what I'm mostly watching is what's reported, and so I will talk about what's been reported. And it was that there was.
Wait, so you think it's do you think there's a possibility? Like, what's your percentage? Do you think there's a possibility this didn't happen?
I didn't say anything like that. I mean,
the
I
way
can
you're
see
wording it was kind of similar. I was like, whoa.
No,
I didn't even think about that.
There are people who say that it didn't happen. I don't know what happened, but I know what's being reported and what people are saying has happened and what people are saying about what has happened, and that's what what I find interesting. I'm mostly watching that. I don't have any opinion on things that I'm not knowledgeable of, but I can say what other people have said, and that's mostly what I talk about around nearly any topic where I can't provide a mathematical proof about my thinking.
That's an iconic picture.
It is an iconic picture. Most people are thinking,
is that a woman Secret Service agent, or is that a guy with a bun?
No, they have quite a few female. I think it looked like it was probably like 20 to 30% female.
Oh wow!
His detail. Yeah.
Yeah. Did they find out? Did they ever catch the guy, or did they? He
was shot.
He was shot. Oh wow.
Yeah. The FBI shortly after this happened said it was a lone gunman and that he was killed by Secret Services. The story there were two counter sniper teams that the Secret Service were manning, and one of the counter snipers on one of those teams shot. That's what the FBI is reporting.
Yeah.
It's pretty. I mean, I'm just, and again, like I was saying, I'm just paying attention to it. I like it.
He also went on. I think he went on the RNC. Let's see if it's still here.
Yeah, they had the Republican National.
Yeah, so they had him. They had him there too, and he was talking about. I did watch this last night before bed because I was curious of like how he saw it happen from his point of view. And they're not gonna play the video anyway. He was there, and he also let's see if it'll let me play it. He was there, and then he also kind of showed or he talked about like getting shot and what it felt like and all that stuff. And he was saying he was like really scared, but that he stood up and everybody started chanting "fight." And then also, what else happened? I think after that, I think that was pretty much. Oh, they also talked about the firefighter that got shot too as well, and then. After that, it was just kind of like a big old cheer party. But I don't know, man. These are crazy times. I think the only take that I have on it is just kind of like it's wild that we live in this world right now. I mean, I really kind of knew we lived in this world, but to see somebody actually take a shot at the possible future president before he like goes to office possibly is kind of weird. And then it was interesting, too, because I think it was on Monday. He talked about this on his speech. This is why I know about it. He said that some of the charges that were levied against him got dropped on Monday. So typically how it works whenever you're I guess he wouldn't be the incumbent, right? He would be the...
No.
He would be the...
I think it's insurgent. Is that what it's called?
Maybe.
No, or is that like a terrorist term?
I don't know. Anyway, so typically whenever... that kind of happens, you need something that's going to push people in one direction, and this seemed to do it. The shot seemed to do it, and it almost seems now that people are slowly starting to realize, hey, maybe we shouldn't sue the future president or whatever they were doing with the charges. At least that's how he presented it when he talked about it last night.
I think it was a federal judge. I mean, I think they appealed the decision that was supposed to put him, that made him guilty of felonies. And they appealed to a federal judge in Florida who overturned the decision and basically said, this is, these are trumped up charges. And I think he called them unconstitutional. And that's, and so he was free of that prosecution. I guess
those are all his kids right there. The other interesting thing is he's going to be at the Bitcoin conference next week. Did you hear about this?
I did hear about this. Yes.
So he's going to be speaking at the Bitcoin conference, and then I think the stackers almost immediately right after this happened. I don't know if it was.
You go to related, it might be.
It was under related, maybe.
It's under the post.
Stackers showed.
It's under the post.
Oh my bad. The stackers showed.
There you go, related post.
Yeah, this one came up almost immediately, which is what me and Keyan were talking about, and then the other one was the. Will Donald Trump still attend the Bitcoin conference in Nashville? And so for people at home who aren't listening or who aren't sure what's going on, he's actually going to be one of the speakers. I think he's the headline. Yeah, he's the headline speaker. He's going to be speaking at the Bitcoin conference next week.
I will not be going for that day.
But yeah, and then almost immediately they said, yeah, David Bailey came in there and said, what do you call it? I have just spoken with the president. He's in good spirits and excited to see you in Nashville. I will say this. This is where I will speak. I'm kind of shocked. I don't know if you guys remember, like maybe 10 episodes ago, I called BS on this. So I apologize. I was wrong. But he delivered. God, I'll never question this man again when it comes to him making shit happen.
David Bailey, you mean?
Yeah, he totally delivered on everything he said he was going to do. I fucking shut up. Yeah, he fucking did it.
Oh, 10 episodes ago, was that he was saying that there are big things happening behind the scenes?
We were talking about something, and I was like, oh, I don't believe that guy because of, whatever. I'm sure I said something shitcoiner or something. But now I'm like, oh shit, like I was fucking wrong. He made it happen.
He did make it happen.
There you go. Jeez. It's a lesson learned. Snackers.
I'm not sure.
If you see David Bailey post something, it's probably going to happen.
I'm not sure it will amount to anything. I don't know how much a United States president can be pro Bitcoin and get away with it.
Well, you heard about the rumors, right?
What are the rumors? I didn't hear them. I don't think.
I don't want to get banned. I'm pretty sure it's out there, right? The Ross one. That he's going to free Ross.
Oh, he said that. Yeah, he's going to pardon Ross. I mean, he said, but he's like his main thing is like saying things that he thinks that make the soundbite the best. Yeah. That seems to be his
I don't know if that
approach.
Other rumor is public, and I don't want to ruin the surprise, but anyways. But yeah, this has all happened within a week. Is that wild though, dude? Like literally last week shooting the show, and then that happens, and then all this other stuff happens in 1 week. It's insane how fast it's insane how fast things can move at a record pace when something like this happens. I think that's things move really quickly. Anyways, you got anything else you want to say about the breaking news?
No, not really. I mostly just wanted to say I find it really interesting, and I've been paying a lot of attention to it because I feel like I'm present during something that I'm pretty sure will be historical, and I haven't been as like consciously present during other things like that, and so I'm paying a lot of attention to it.
I definitely think this might be like the one since like 21 where it just like shook the world. I think this is going to be one of those kind of conferences.
Oh,
I don't know. We'll see. We will see. The next top story is CW launches legal notice saying, isn't Satoshi Nakamoto? Wait, what?
That's right.
Oh, he's saying that he isn't.
Yeah, on his own website, he posted a legal notice. It seems to be as part of like a court order that he seems to have copied verbatim, saying that he is not Satoshi Nakamoto. Yeah. And he also posted it on Twitter. Someone, I think Scoresby, shared later in the week. But pretty awesome result of him, as far as we know, and has been decided by courts, committing tons of fraud and suing people for calling him a fraud, which he appears to be, and which most of us are very confident he is.
Yeah, and then Hodl Not published something here on Twitter. He said, loving Craig's website right now, and it stays like this for 3 months. There you go. Let's see if we can go to the website here. There it goes.
Yeah. I think that's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome results. I mean, a lot of devs had to suffer, and non-devs like McCormick more publicly suffer.
He was suing devs too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it did. I'm not sure it got to devs entirely. I think they did end up spending quite a bit of money, but I don't think they ever had. They got into a trial yet. I think they ran into Peter McCormick, who had more resources than other people he was suing, and more of a platform.
Yeah, he kind of just stood in the bullets right there. He just got in front of everybody.
And I forget that. I think there was another case that Copa was involved in that I think was the big case that led to this result of him having to not lie anymore about being Satoshi.
Yeah. Yeah, when did this start? Was it 2017, 2018, somewhere around there? Because Calvin Ayre was helping him, wasn't he, at some point?
Yes.
Well, that one is finally wrapped up, I guess. What are we in 24? Yeah, it took quite a while. Gosh.
Yeah, I believe he even convinced Gavin. I think this might have been sooner, like 2014, 2015 was when all of this started.
Oh, wait, really? Okay.
Yeah.
But the suing didn't start until when? 2017, 2018?
I don't know. It feels like fairly recent, maybe 2021. That was when
everybody was on Twitter still. Before Nostr.
You said it like a whisper. I found that funny.
The next top story is, "And my social media detox begins." This is from Speaking Your Truth, July 12th, 37 comments, 2,855 sats. It's from Books and Articles. He says, "Hi, friends. As you all know, I love books, and I love reading them. I love talking about them, and I love talking about them with other people. However, I found that social media side of the books was becoming all too overwhelming." Yeah, it seems like he opted out.
It's a she. I'm pretty sure based on their avatar. But they're they write in there that they don't like the way social media makes them feel. But they're like an avid reader. I think they read like preprints of books. That's how much they read. And they still want to write about the things that they're reading, but they don't want to try to do it on normal social media that largely, leads to feelings of inadequacy. And so, yeah, that's what they're posting about. And other people are like, yeah, social media sucks.
We got Jay Woodhouse. He says, "Yep, I'm there, messing around on Nostr, but that's about it. I'm done playing dumb algo games and arguing with people. I just want to talk. Best of luck." Great Ruby says. Then Siggy says, "My daughter is in the market for a text-only flip phone for similar reasons. Good luck on your journey." Rybert says, "Good luck with your challenge." Crypto Sensei says, "Kudos to you." Natalia says, "The trick is you don't compete with others and keep doing what you enjoy, as you're already doing what you love. Everything else is a bonus." Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I think people see social media as a competition for some reason.
Well, I think it gets turned on. I think that's the way it's designed.
Yeah, but it's not, though. It's.
It shouldn't be.
It's not real life, like Dave Chappelle says.
Well, more and more of life has moved online, though, so it's hard to say what is real. It feels like real life is fully infected with social media life.
I don't know. I don't feel like my life is. I think maybe for some people, but not for others, maybe. I don't know. I think my life is very grounded in reality. But I think there are some people that are grounded on the internet reality too, which I don't think there's a bad or good thing. I just think I don't think it's everybody.
Oh yeah, I think that's fair. Not everybody. It depends on what you're trying to achieve. If you want like attention and social prestige, a lot of that happens online.
Yeah, totally. I like podcasting though. I enjoy podcasting, which is what we're doing right now. I think that's it. Yeah. And I think that's all the top 5 stories of the week.
It is.
There you go. We just went through your top 5 stackers. I didn't get a vote. Coob probably voted.
I voted.
Maybe you guys voted. The stackers voted, but I didn't.
Car doesn't vote. You heard it here.
Didn't vote. Anyways, let's jump into Keyan's, my favorite part of the show, Keyan's stories. What are your favorite stories this week, Keep?
Well, this happened just today, just this morning.
What happened?
There's like a...
Oh, wow. Oh, boy.
I'm not super familiar. I'm not completely 100% up to speed on this story, but apparently a lot of Windows computers and systems are down, which is a lot of government services, more traditional enterprises are super dependent on Windows. So you have hospitals, airlines, airports having trouble doing their jobs because they're dependent on Windows. But they're not. They're like computers are blue screening. They're crashing basically on startup. This is fake news. This guy is like a fake news researcher, and he created fake news, which is getting shared like it's real news. And yeah, there's like a bug in some dependency that had privileged access to Windows computers that a lot of these companies installed. I'm not sure for what. It might be a security thing that ironically created this problem. But yeah, so like I saw a video of all of the air travel going on today. It's like down to like a trickle relative to what it normally is because they are super dependent. FAA spokesperson here in this article is talking about it. Apparently Southwest Airlines didn't have as serious of a problem because most of their computers are on a 90s version of Windows.
It's happening.
Yeah, but that there were some Hacker News comments that I read that said that someone was in the middle of a heart surgery and their computers went down, things like that. So
it's weird they would do it on a Friday though. I feel like
they didn't do it on a Friday.
I feel like it should be a Monday or Tuesday thing. Maybe this is just a test run for the real cyber pandemic.
Oh, I see. Is that the lane we're in now? Cyber pandemic lane?
Hey, I'm just saying. I've been saying there's gonna be a cyber pandemic. I've been calling it for 4 years now. I'm just kidding. No, I mean it's inevitable. It's already out there. It's predestined to happen. I'm gonna go and say it's predestined. Some things are.
Who's predestining that?
Dude, it's one of those enticing things where humans want to find out what that's like. I know I do. I want to know what it's like if everything got turned off.
Are you saying you would cause a cyber pandemic if you had the option? That sounds like what you're saying.
But I would love to see what would happen. I would really love to see what would happen. Is that bad?
I would not love to see it. I'm curious about it.
I think it would pump me up. I think I would be like, yes, this is amazing. Or I'd be like, no, this is the worst nightmare ever. It's just me and my dog now facing the world. Do you know what I mean? It would be like, it would either be one of those two for me.
It would certainly change everyone's life.
It would level everything overnight.
What do you mean by level?
As far as basically all the things that we take for granted that we actually think are like the most valuable things to us, our car, our house, our, everything, all the stuff that we have. And when in reality, the only thing that really mattered at the end of the day was each other.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think it would.
And so that's why for me, I'm just like, I would love to see what would happen. Curious. But do I want it to happen? No, but there's a small part of me that's like, It's like a,
I don't know what that means.
It means like
the viewers do.
It's like a,
I see. That was a great definition of.
Anyways, we'll see. We'll see if Bill Bill Gates is. I mean,
Where?
maybe that's what.
We're in the Bill Gates lane now.
Maybe that's what the whole thing was always about. Maybe it was always like Bill Gates. Maybe Bill Gates was always going to do this. Maybe that's what Windows is. It's just a big old security hole on the world.
Oh no! Why would he wait so long? I feel like he should have done it sooner.
It's like what caused the collapse of Earth and everything, and it was like Windows. That would be funny. It would make sense. Anyways,
yeah, I thought that. I mean, that's just going on right now. It's causing a lot of problems, and a lot of them are SAT problems.
Dude, we were in London, and we had one of these screens at their airport. It's just like, what is going on, dude?
Yeah, it's hard to support lots of hardware.
Yeah, it's not an easy job. I feel sorry for all my old friends in the IT space. It's not a good day, especially on a Friday, man. You got all sorts of shit you got to fix over the weekend. Not good.
Well,
this is great story, man.
Yeah, I thought this
is stuff the stackers love.
It is breaking. It is news.
The next one is NIP88, Discreet Log Contracts over Nostr.
Yeah,
enormous potential. What is this?
This is something. This is a NIP that Ben Carmen wrote.
Wait, Ben's back?
Oh, where? Where do you?
Oh no, these are forwarded. Okay, I thought he was. I didn't know he was back on Stacker News.
Oh no, I don't. Yeah, I think the whole Mutiny team has staged a mutiny.
How many times do I gotta say sorry about the eCache stuff? I don't know.
I don't think.
Sorry.
I don't think that's it. I think they don't think. I think what Tony said. It's not worth using Stacker News. That's what I said. I believe I'm quoting him.
I find it barely useful too. No, I'm just kidding.
There you go. Well, I mean, I don't. If those are what.
Well, at least he's honest about it.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not saying anything. But so Ben Carmen created this NIP late last year, and it describes a way to coordinate DLCs on Nostr. That's basically it. It just describes it's like a normal NIP. It describes like the message format and gives some hints about what they imagine the client's doing with it and how it'll be used. But this is like one of the problems with a lot of the DLC usage we've seen in the past is that it requires all participants to be online. Nostr kind of solves that because you have somewhere to store things while you're offline. And then also you normally would need a more centralized coordination point. And with Nostr, you don't need that either because you have a bunch of relays that you could store it on. And that's basically the description of.
Oh, I wonder if this was the thing that Paul showed us on Friday.
Oh no, I don't think that was a DLC thing that Paul showed.
Oh, it wasn't? Okay.
No, I think he said it was not Nostr or Bitcoin. I think he said it had no freedom tech in it. It was mostly him attempting to observe Ben's gameplay and status, I think, on some video game that Ben plays.
Cool, man. This is awesome.
Yeah, I thought it was it's cool.
I mean, I know Ben loves DLCs.
Yeah, DLCs are cool. We still haven't seen them like hit real hard mainstream.
It's because no one wants to go out into the swamp,
What swamp?
We were talking about it last week. Somebody has to go willing to make a something with DLCs on the sports betting side. Like somebody needs to take the chance, but no one will do it.
No, I think people have tried. I think it's just like the UX needs to be right.
Who has tried though? I don't know if anybody actually tried.
The company that Ben used to be employed at. Yes.
Have they tried though? Have they done gambling stuff for actual like companies though?
I believe they had non-custodial sports betting.
Oh, they do. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where is it?
It's a matter of UX and stuff, and like the benefit.
Does actually people use it? Like they have actually like business contracts with people.
Well, the point I'm making isn't that you said that no one's building it, and I'm like, they are.
No, I meant no one's actually building a company around it. That's what I meant. Like, there's
SureBits is a company.
No, but I'm saying, are they actually going to to casinos and stuff like that, and actually?
So you're saying that's the way that they should go to market, is go to a casino?
No, I'm just wondering, like, there's actually, is it just tech stuff that they're building as opposed to actual real world use case? That's what I'm trying to figure out here.
But they are building a real world use case, just no one's using it. That's the point I'm making. It's that people have gone into the swamp. There's just no swamp creatures to use.
Yeah, I don't think that's the swamp. I think that's
They went to the wrong swamp.
No, I think that's the park before you get to the swamp. I'm talking about the swamp is actually like saying Car is going to go make a gambling company using DLCs. Does that make sense? That's going into the swamp.
That makes sense.
That's what I'm trying to
figure out. Is the marketing angle attractive to swamp creatures? Has anyone built
I think somebody should build out a sports book or something just using DLCs. Why hasn't that happened yet? I think no one wants to go in the swamp. Could be wrong, but
I'm not sure what SureBits has done to try to appeal to swamp creatures, but I believe they tried to do a generic betting platform. I think there isn't much appetite for
there's sure
a non-custodial UX that has betting on it. I think the UX is too hard, and most people would rather make the trade-off of trusting someone.
Is it Revolut that does gambling? I wonder if don't they accept Bitcoin? They probably don't. Anyways, that's cool. I mean, it's still good. So amazing. Anyways, let's go jump to the next one. I got that one. Calle launches first demo of Nostr Web Services, bringing TCP to Nostr. What's this?
Yeah, so Calle is looking for a way for eCachements not to be reliant on DNS. Their solution is to use is to build something like NWC. I think that's Nostr Web Connect is what he's calling
Wallet Connect.
No, but that's what is.
Oh, it's a different
WS Nostr Wallet Service. NWS, which basically delivers TCP packets over Nostr relays. Is what this is. Much like when you connect over Tor, you connect to an HTTP proxy, and they're delivering an HTTP proxy that knows how to communicate over Tor. And they're basically using Nostr as like an overlay, like a TCP overlay, and communicating with a service without having to know where that service resides on the internet. I don't know how efficient it is or what exactly it can or can't do, but I know that Nostr itself, the event format doesn't support binary, so you're probably base64 encoding these messages. And I don't know, that probably slows things down a bit, but you could probably at least talk to an API, like some simple text-based service, some REST-based service. You could probably not see much additional latency using this. Anyway, it's just like an interesting example of what you can do when you have these servers that you expect to always be there, and everyone can connect to them because they're at a public access point. What you can do with that, and they have a generic language that they speak to anyone who connects to them, and that's, yeah.
We have the top comment from a freebie. It says, "This looks promising. Can I make it host a regular website over HTTP, something like a Tor, but managed through relays? Sounds like a really nice idea." Wild Hustle says, "Freaks will go to Stacker News via Nostr, log in with Nostr, and cross-post an article to Nostr so that it appears on their custom impub.pro website. And I've heard some devs are working on a Nostr Ghost Bridge." Whoa, that's cool.
Yeah, I don't know what the Wild Hustle is saying, but to answer their question, yes, that's basically what this allows, is connecting to a service that is otherwise not publicly accessible, that like many people use Tor for.
I think the only thing, and I don't know anything because I'm left side bell curve. I think the only thing that would be, and maybe somebody can clear this up, So this is me talking in my lane, but maybe exiting off this freeway. I'm going to pull over and want to have a sidebar. I'm curious to find out what that looks, and this is more left side, so it's not right side. I don't know the technical side, but my initial pleb spidey sense tells me that I would be concerned about, obviously the eCache thing is one of them. The second thing would be the zaps. Like, how do we know that those zaps actually get sent to the right person? Or how do I know the zaps are actually going to, like, because I have a ghost blog, how do I know that those zaps are going to my ghost blog and not somebody else's? Do you know what I mean? Or how do I know that those zaps for my ghost blog isn't being siphoned from somebody else? It's like extracting, how do you say it? It's like extracting value from an already place, and it's like you're inserting yourself as a middleman, sort of. And I don't know what I'm saying because it's just more pleb spidey sense than anything that's telling me this.
Oh yeah, pleb sense.
Well, it's true. I mean,
this
is why they want to kill the plebs. It's because we see through all that kind of stuff. I'm not saying this is going on here, but I'm curious to find the answer to that. How do we determine? Would it just be as simple as like well, obviously it's eCache, so I don't know if it's a pre-image, but what would be the like, how would I know? Like, so let's say, how do I know that you're on this thing and you zap me 100 sats and all 100 sats go to Car's website on the ghost blog? Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Is this a concern with eCache or this is a concern with this?
No, this is a concern with this over the top thing. Is like, how do I know that? Because the whole point of this is to distribute the sats, right?
No.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Oh, well then who cares? What is this about?
This is about not having to rely on DNS to provide a public
Good
service.
luck with that.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Well, anyway, I thought it was just
the whole point to get like sats on the open web.
Nope. This is completely independent of that. This is like, you don't want to have to rely on DNS being reliable, or you want to have
I feel like this has been tried
server.
like every cycle, bro. How many times do we got to do this? Like, I mean, didn't they do this in the shitcoin space in 2018? Like, I think there was like a Bitcoin DNS one, and then I think
there was Namecoin,
and then I think the Ordinals one is doing it, or you could do an Ordinals one too as well.
You could.
Now we're doing a Nostr. It's also
what? You don't like them, people trying to do things that have failed before?
No, do it. It's just, I was thinking bigger. I was thinking like, oh, this is going to bring sats to the open web. Maybe this is how they're going to do it. Or maybe they'll get there, but I just was thinking it was going to be a little bit bigger than just an idea that's already been done a dozen times.
But it hasn't been done. It hasn't been done in a way that people use. Just like DLCs, like no one has found the swamp or marketed it to the swamp right. That's kind of the.
I mean, we'll see. Don't let me stop you. Don't listen to me. What do I know? I'm just a dumb pleb.
I like the super pleb. I like the fact that it might be a superpower the plebs have.
Totally,
have like,
superpower we have.
They have like a sense.
Are you kidding me? That's the only reason. That's the only reason people listen to us is because we have that kind of superpower.
I like that idea.
It's not the idea. It's the truth.
I see.
Why do you think the hustle? Like the hustle saw it too. He's just a pleb. I've met that guy before. He saw it too. That's why I was like, oh, that's cool. And I was like, well, where the zaps are gonna go? And then he's like, and then you said there's no zaps, and I'm just like, well, then this is not worth my time.
Yeah, it's independent of zaps.
Sucks. Well, I mean, it doesn't suck. I mean, it's great, but it just sucks that it's not including zaps.
Well, I think you could this involve. I mean, indirectly, this involves zaps. But
you're saying that it could come? Roadmap it.
No, there's like I don't know. This is like the internet. Like the internet exists and zaps exist, and the zaps don't exist if the internet doesn't exist. But they're like two different things. They're like indirectly related.
Cool. Well, keep experimenting for zaps. The final one is, this was my only show of the week. It's Stacker News Live in Nashville. Can you believe it? We're on the road.
Yes. Oh yeah.
We're on the road again.
We're on it
with this guy, Kaludis.
Dude.
Can you believe it?
We have
Look at that hair.
We have Zeus themselves.
We have the Zeus founder himself. He's going to be joining us on Stacker News Live next Friday for you, the Stackers.
Dude, that's next Friday.
Finally, we have somebody who knows what they're talking about.
I know. I'm so looking forward to that.
I love Evan. He's great, dude. I've had him on Thriller so many times. Oh, no, actually twice. Maybe twice. Once.
I don't even know if we've had him once on there, to be honest.
He's great. It's always a great conversation. Every time I see him. Literally making some amazing stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Also, it's going to be at this place. The game terminal. Have you ever been there?
No, I reside in Austin, Texas.
Look at this. Dude, how fun is this going to be? Maybe they have that game called Stacker.
It's a great first date.
You would take a girl on this on a first date.
Oh, to a drunk arcade? Yes.
Yeah, really?
Yes.
Oh man, maybe this is like a second or third date.
Nope.
You think this is a good first date?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Hey, did you take your wife here on the first date?
Yes, I took her
to this one.
I took her to a drunk arcade. Not this one, but another one, because it's like a thing. But you really what
was your second date then?
Second date. Oh, we did an improv class together.
Oh, cool.
But this is like these are great first dates because you have something that can take the edge off.
Fun,
you have something with conversation as a lull. You have something you're doing, something you can talk about.
Yeah, that's true.
That where you're not at dinner staring at each other for an hour, or whatever.
I always like. Did you ever
go
on the painting with a twist dates? Did you ever go on those? Like where you paint together? Did you ever go on those dates?
No, I don't think I've ever
ever
done
fun.
one of those.
Those are a lot of fun.
Like you wine.
You just like bring wine and stuff, and then you're just like painting and.
Yeah, a little too stationary for me for a first date.
I mean, if you go to dinner afterwards, it's fun.
No, it's too much time to spend with someone you've never met before. You haven't spent a lot of time with.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're going to go to the game terminal. Go to the game terminal next Friday. It's going to be a party.
Yeah, bring a woman you're meeting
bring your first
or a
date.
man you're
Apparently,
meeting.
Keyan said bring your first date.
I approve. I think it's the best
first
thing
date. There's all these arcades. You're going to have a ton of fun. There's all this stuff. We're gonna be in a private room, so you'll be able to like go back and forth. You can come watch something and then go back, and then get tired of me being annoying, you go outside and say, hey, do that.
That might come sooner than you think, folks. So
dude, I'm really annoying. I'm so annoying in real life. You have no idea how annoying I am.
It's a documented phenomenon. It's not true, but I'm just messing around.
Anyways, I'm kidding. The other one, RSVP right here. So we're doing a full day. We're actually going to do 2 more panels before Stacker News Live. We're going to do a Value for Value panel. So we'll have Andre from Zebedee, Ben Cousins from Zebedee, Open Mike, founder of Toonster, Oscar, who's a big fan of Stacker News Live.
Oh, cool, Oscar.
That's amazing. We got Sam from Wave Lake. Woo! Then got Santos.
It's hot.
And then we got the
place is going to burn down.
Then we got Value for Value creators. We got Pleb Poet, who we all know and love. We got Joe Martin, Nashville.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, UK. He traveled all the way from the UK
to go to this drunk arcade?
Dude, just as one of those things, you hit up and be like, Joe, I need you at this thing. He's like, got your car.
I'll come on the next boat coming across the Atlantic.
Got Sarah Jade coming. You got Just Loud. So all these musicians, writers, everything. And then Michael from Wave Lake is going to be moderating that. Oh. So it's going to be a whole thing. A whole day. 27 people are going right now. We can only fit 30 people in the room.
Wow. We only have room for 3 people?
I mean, people can come in and out. No one's going to stay for the whole thing. You know how these things go.
Yeah.
Anyways, there'll be a nacho bar as well, too. Cool. I think that's all I got. Let's jump into the top stackers of the week. Stacker news. What's this?
Yeah. Undisciplined at the top. People hiding, as there usually are. Me, Bell Curve, top 5 this week. Pretty good. rsync always in there. Coins Reporter, Tennessee Stacker. Yeah.
Nice.
Lots of familiar not faces, avatars.
We're going to jump into the most boring segment in Bitcoin, the one that scares a lot of people away, the Cowboy segment.
people come from around the world. Like Joe Martin's coming for that conference to see this segment. I believe Joe Martin is just coming.
Actually, Joe, he used to be on here, wasn't he?
Yeah, he posted his story on here. We've done his thing as a top story. He's also does country music, so he probably loves the cowboy segment. And you know, he probably doesn't get to wear a cowboy hat in the UK, but
his music's really good. Sarah Jade's music's really good. I haven't listened to Just Loud's music. But like Sarah's and Joe's music is really.
Are you going to
good.
get them to perform at this event,
dude? We don't have that kind of money, Coop.
Does it cost a lot of money to have them do like an acoustic set?
I mean, it would make sense. I mean, I think they're playing like. I think they're all playing shows every day. I think this is the first. I don't know. I don't want to speak for him, but I'm pretty sure this is like one of a couple panels that he's probably doing. I don't know if the conference gave him his own. You know.
Oh, are you saying he didn't just come for just the Drunk Arcade conference?
Well, he came because Car reached out, right?
I see.
I had him on the pod.
Yeah.
You know, and then I was
you
like,
guys are like family.
I was like, hey, would love for you to fly over here, come to Stacker News Live, you know.
Yeah. Like, yeah, just come, you know, you have to pay your own expenses, but we're brothers.
I don't think people realize, man. It's
yeah, the pool of Car.
No, it's not even that. I was going to say, I don't think people realize, but musicians are a hot commodity right now. People aren't taking them seriously.
Oh.
I think like it kind of reminds me in a lot of ways of how no one took a lot of the devs and founders seriously in 21. It kind of reminds me similar, where like I feel like musicians, especially Bitcoin musicians, which I don't think they would be labeled as that, but there's something to be said about these people who understand Bitcoin, but also understand the creative process and how to play music and all that stuff. I don't know, man. I feel like that's going to come in that way, the mainstream. I've been saying it, so we'll see.
Well, yeah, all right.
It'll be good to hear their takes on it. I'm pretty sure they'll have a different take.
Yeah, well, all musicians love the cowboy segment that we do on the show. So I think there are at least 3 tracks
it's such a boring segment
about this segment that are out there right now. I believe
Blockchain Boog might be the only guy or girl that loves the cowboy segment.
I don't know what you're talking about. I hear you know, rumors that Dr. Dre is thinking about producing a song about this cowboy segment.
Right. Here's the leaderboard. Discipline, 0x Bitcoiner, free TX.
This is for today. This is the rewards for today.
Yeah.
Huzzah.
Yeah. Pretty much it. That's all the top stories. That's the show.
We did it.
Nice and fast one.
Amazing.
Let's see if we got any comments. Car always drives in one lane everywhere he goes. Damn, Vic. That's dirty.
Got him.
Got me dirty.
Got him, Vic.
It is true, though. That's why I said I get off the freeway on that last one. Rainbow said, hey. Okay.
Hi, Rainbow.
Bitcoin Bugle, hey.
Hello. Wow, it's the Bugle.
Got Pleb Poet. She said, I expect to see you both in costume next week. Whoa, really? Should we?
Wait, what is supposed to be in?
Ooh, pressure.
Is it a costume?
Should we
party?
wear costumes?
I would wear a costume if it's a costume party.
Fake says, Vertigo says yes.
To what?
Wait, should we wear costumes next week? I mean, I'll do it. You've never seen me in a mariachi outfit. Stunning.
I bet you look
sharp.
Yeah.
I told you I almost joined a mariachi band one time.
I don't remember you telling me that.
This is a story. I'll tell the stackers right now.
Okay.
There was one time where I was here in Austin and I was playing music and stuff, and you know, this was back in the day when like there was nothing but musicians. It was kind of like the way it is now with Bitcoiners, where there was just like similar thing. But this was like back in the day, like late 2000s, where I was like hanging out with these other musicians and ran into these mariachis that came in, and we all started playing together, right? But I was like, you know. Then I got asked, hey, would you be in our band? And I was like, what? Dude, because as a kid, like, because I'm Mexican. Like, as a kid, you see, like, these people, the mariachis, and you're thinking, like, whoa, who are they, you know? You know, same thing with, like, Desperado and stuff.
Yeah.
Where you're just kind of like, whoa, taken aback. But, yeah, there is a chance where Car could have taken
alternate reality.
Could have been a mariachi right now.
What instrument?
Drinking mezcal.
Trumpet? Would you play a trumpet?
No.
I
think I would have just probably just like sang. My younger brother's girlfriend for a really long time was a mariachi, and we used to go watch her play. But she was She was somebody who I was like, wow.
Did anyone call
She's
it
having fun.
the Mexican opera?
No, because it's not that. It's.
All right.
Have you never been to mariachi?
I've seen a mariachi before.
Mariachis used to be a thing in the Bitcoin community here in Austin, but for some reason Parker doesn't do them anymore.
I don't think they even go out to barbecue anymore where they used to do it.
It was the ghetto days.
It's ended. That's when they all thought they were rich for the first time.
Where's the I can't pull up Zapstream. Can you check Zapstream if there's any comments, just in case Darth is there?
I don't know how to pull up Zapstream. You manage the Zapstream. You told me I don't get to do it.
All right, Stackers, there you go. There's probably comments on Zapstream, but I can't look at it because Coop doesn't want to pull it up.
I don't know how to pull it up. Where do I go?
Just go to zap.stream. It's on the front page.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Just let me know what they say.
Stream.
I don't want to bring it up because then it throws everything off on the audio side.
Oh, I see.
Oh, there's a lot of comments. Is there a lot of comments?
It says Zap. Someone said Zap.
All right. Let me pull it up.
You're bad. Wait, you just ordered me to.
I just wanted to see if there was. I didn't want to go and look unless I had to.
This was my job.
Because it always throws off the audio in the beginning. I like a clean shot, dude. I like a clean shot. See, I have to go here and then. See, I don't even know what, dude.
We're on 129. We were on the front page.
I know, but it's just like, see. Then it does this confetti thing. All right. We got 117 said Zap. Your balance is low. Pay. Top Cowboys in the house and disciplined says, I just got here myself. 117 says, thank you. You're one higher. There you go. That's those. Anyways.
Yeah, cool. A lot of the regulars.
What are you doing this weekend?
I don't know. I don't think I have any plans. I'll probably continue where I have PRs to review.
You said that EK was in town or no?
EK is rumored to be in town.
That's wow. Here in Austin or just
through back channels?
Wow, dude.
Come
through the lab, EK.
He's on. I hear he's on. He's on a similar continent at least. Yeah, that's what I've heard. How about you? What are you doing this weekend?
We were gonna do a workshop, but I canceled it because I just got too much stuff going on.
What was the workshop going to be?
It was going to be on this thing right here.
Oh,
computer. You can see that. It's actually pretty sick. So I don't know. Should we? I guess we can. We should probably. The reason I want to do it is because I think there's a cyber pandemic coming. But second best thing is it's really cool. So you can do all sorts of neat stuff once you throw like the M5 stack on there. It's $29. I feel like I'm shilling this now.
Will it survive? Will it survive the cyber
No, but
pandemic?
you can instant message on there and do mesh stuff, and it's kind of cool. It's good for cyber pandemic.
Okay, so it will survive the cyber pandemic.
Well, yeah. If everybody has, like, if our community has one of these,
what if it's like an EMP? Will it survive an EMP?
I don't know about that. That'd be a good question to ask.
That's what a lot of preppers fear is an EMP.
We got Blockchain Boog says, I'll see y'all in Nashville, my heroes.
Wow. Whoa. Blockchain Boog is going to be there.
Blockchain Boog. Anyways.
Wow.
Yeah, I think what do I got to do? Yeah, so we have all this gear that we need to bring, so I need to pack that. Probably, yeah, I just need to pack, basically. Pack all our gear. I need to run some tests real quick tomorrow. I'm charging something over there. There's some mics over here, so I got to run some tests tomorrow. So I'll do that, and then I'll probably, go to church, hang out with the Brotherhood, and then, get ready to leave. Yeah.
Cool.
I think there's a couple. Yeah, I need to check in with this place too because they're doing all sorts of weird stuff next week, which is also kind of
suspicious, right?
It's not. It's not. It's kind of a.
Like Ocean's 13 stuff, like that. Like, is that the one?
It's like
Ocean's 13. Is that like that's like Ocean's 11?
What was Ocean's 11 again?
That was like the first one, I think.
Yeah, but what? How did that?
I don't know. I'm just making shit up. I don't know.
No, I do that. You tell facts.
No, I make stuff up, but I know I'm making it up.
Stay in your lane, Coob.
Dude, I don't have a lane, bro. I have a flying car.
Anyways, cool. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna do that and then just get to Nashville. I will say this, Stackers, if you're listening, come next week. Have a good time. You can disagree on whatever. We're Bitcoiners. We're supposed to disagree. You think this network's going to operate unless we didn't disagree? How do you think we have hyper-Bitcoinization? Because we disagree.
It's what powers the network.
It's what powers the network.
Yeah.
Disagreement.
Yeah.
But that's a part of it. So just come in with an open mind. Hear everything. Call me out if you think I'm wrong. Always call people out. And secondly, have a good time. Enjoy the show. There'll be some nachos, so get there early. And I think, look, see, Bake gets it. Drama is the base layer of Bitcoin. There you go.
That's great. Yep.
That's true.
Heck
And just have a good time next week. And this guy's going to be super nervous.
Yeah.
Like ridiculously nervous.
Exactly.
Car doesn't get nervous. He operates even better under pressure.
It's not true, but
It's very true.
we have to let him
Time has proven
believe that.
No, time has proven that.
Okay.
Actually, like I really do consider myself, like when it comes to pressure cooker, I actually operate better under pressure than I do.
Yeah.
If I wasn't
like a good stew. You're like a good stew.
No, it's true. Anyways.
Oh.
But with you,
Yeah.
super nervous.
Oh yeah.
Probably don't talk to him. If he acts weird where he just goes one of these, he's not being rude, he just doesn't know what to say.
Yeah, I don't know anything about people.
Most Bitcoin developers are like that.
I'm actually not physically present in this room.
Don't take it
with
offensive.
Car.
Don't take it offensive.
Yeah. Don't.
What else should I tell the stackers before they meet you?
So you warn them about.
He'll have free hats, so maybe open with, "Hey, do you have a hat?" What other things should I warn them about you? Oh, if he gets drunk, he'll be a little bit more funnier. So if you'll know, he'll start telling jokes if he's had a couple beers.
Oh.
And there you go.
I learned that about me.
Did you invite your bro, Nick Carter?
My bro Nick Carter. Yeah, I couldn't make it. He said his Bugatti is in the shop.
People think I'm kidding, but he really is your bro.
He said his yacht. He was gonna ride it down the Mississippi to Tennessee. I don't know how that works, but apparently that works.
Should I invite him? Should I invite Nick Carter?
He said the star that he's rising on.
Dude, I actually
by.
like Nick Carter. If it wasn't for the whole star thing, which I think even makes me like him even more, but I think it's just hilarious, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, he's going to be fighting, I think, at the conference.
No, I think that got canceled. I think.
Oh, because of Trump?
I think he got jacked and tan, and the guy dropped out because he was too jacked and tan.
That's what happens when you live in Miami.
Is what?
Get jacked and tan.
Oh, you get jacked and tan?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think that a lot of them are jacked and tan, but some of them are for sure.
All right.
Yeah. Are we done?
I think we're done. Unless you got anything else. I
don't think so. I think you've told them everything that you
I would just say, just be ready because he could be weird, but.
Oh, I'll definitely be weird.
So just be ready. But hopefully Evan will calm me down a little bit. Because I remember the last time we tried doing a live show, you were like not happy. You were kind of upset that I made you do a live show.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I know, and that's why I feel
you have to assume that people want to hear it. We were doing it somewhere where it was like a hackathon. Of
course they want to.
And we were just talking over everyone.
They asked for me to do it. They were like, "No, just can you put it?"
No, they didn't though. I was there.
I was there. 2 people asked.
2 people out of a big group of people, and everyone else is like, "What is going on?"
No one asked us to do this one either.
It's like you playing mariachi in a restaurant. Just like going into a McDonald's and playing mariachi. That's what it was like.
That's exactly what I did. No, just kidding. No one asked us to do this either. We're doing it.
Yeah, but people are like volunteering to go. We had a bunch of hostages.
They're probably really just there to see Evan from Zeus.
Yeah, hopefully.
He is a legend.
I hope so.
Okay.
Okay. Well,